Okay, this is Monday, April 7th, 2019, I believe. And this is the day we start to tear out the wall. The customers have taken all of their stuff out of the kitchen, and so we're just going to start dismantling the kitchen. This oak floor is all going to get torn up because there is a layer of fur under it. And so you can see that by flooring over the fur, it's 3/4 of an inch higher than the rest of the house. So we will drop the floor level down and make it flush by taking out all the floor. And you can see some of this floor here has in the past been wet a few times, and so you can see some cupping and bulging in the wood surface. We're gonna pull out all these lowers and the uppers. Old Sub-Zero fridge. And so some of this stuff, dishwasher and sink, I think what we're going to do is cut the countertop right here, and then this sink will go into the laundry room, and this whole area here is going to become a temporary kitchen in the laundry room. So let me run over there and show you that. There's the driveway down there. This was the old bathroom here. You can see the old fir floor under the oak floor. And up here you can see some of the old wallpaper that was in use. So this here is the first layer, probably from about the teens or 20s when the house was built. That's another layer, the blue. And then there's other stuff that's been painted over, so I can't really see what that is. So then, yeah, eventually we're going to be pulling this wall here out, the side wall here, but we're still waiting for the architect and engineer to get back to us on framing issues, because we're going to have to put a new beam replacing the support of the wall there. So what we'll do is this here whole wall here will get removed, and then we will take those cabinets and put them over here in the laundry room. So I showed you where we're going to cut the sink and countertop cabinet, and that will go right there, conveniently, just the right size. There is the laundry hookup, and the cabinets are probably going to run right across the front of it, but that's all right. We're not using that right now. The stove is going to plug into here. That's the dryer outlet. It's got a 30 amp 10 gauge wire in it, so they'll just have to only use one or two elements on the stove at a time. And there's their fridge and microwave. And this is an ironing board here built in. Kind of a nice setup. It's got a little light on it. There's 15 minutes, 30 minutes off. And that is the parking area down below. Okay, so I'm going to get started on removing this wall over here, so let the fun begin. Okay, so we are starting to dismantle the wall here, but we will need to build a pony wall before we take it out completely. we need to remove this wiring in here, and so tracing the wiring back, this goes to the dishwasher, sink disposal. It looks like all the wiring ends at this point on the wall. There's a negative for a knob and tube wire that I know that this has been abandoned. Then we've got this one wire that's coming up from the breaker box, so that's the only one we really need to pay attention to. And then the rest of these are, this here is a disposal switch, this here is a switch for something else, this is for counter lighting, and this goes up to the lights in the kitchen. So that's the wiring that we need to dismantle. And then we have the old vent pipe here. They used to vent this way, and then at some point they changed it over to copper. So we're underway on dismantling the kitchen here. Mitch already pulled out the garden window, and we're going to take advantage of, there's a header here that will hold up the wall, so we just take out the wall below this, and then we can carry all the cabinets out of the kitchen. Some of them are going to get reused, and some of them may get sold, and some of them may just get thrown away. So as you can tell, Mitch is also known as the master of the wrecking bar. Okay, so that is the game plan for now. We're just going to dismantle the wall here and then start pulling the kitchen apart. Okay, so we are making up the temporary kitchen, and here's the sink cabinet, but the sink cabinet needs to be on that end. Then we need sink cabinet, dishwasher, and range. So we are going to cut here on this side of the box, and then we're going to cut here on this side of the box. So this middle cabinet will be toast, but we'll have a set of drawers and a sink base. So then we'll be able to put the sink cabinet in the corner where it needs to go, dishwasher next to it, and then this other cabinet, maybe another one if there's space, and then the range. We have the dishwasher against the wall now already. And so here is what is happening with the kitchen so far. See, we've got the walls are all visqueened, tarped off so that we keep dust out of the rest of the house. And this is the remains of the kitchen wall here. We're still tearing things apart, but we've got the wiring is pulled through the walls now. We're still working on disconnecting this. We got to locate which one's the power and then separate all of those. There is the power for the dishwasher, and there's a power to one of the lights that was over the sink. So that is where we're at right now. Mitch is going to pull the stove out and put it over in the laundry room. And these here two cabinets either side of the stove may go with it. We're not sure yet. Okay, so that is the update. I'm going to grab the Sawzall and cut these cabinets here apart, and we'll be good to go. All right. And there you can see the wall is largely removed. There's the opening. Mitch is tearing up the floor here to get access to these old pipes so we can cap them off. Okay, I'm going to stick my phone down through the hole there so we can examine what is going on with the plumbing. You can see that they have these two pipes, the hot and the cold, running across the ceiling. This is over a hallway in the basement, and you can see more pipe connections over there, and we're going to have to figure out what that is. You can also see that they took a bender and bent the pipes at an angle to slope down to those pipe connections that they made. Obviously there's a couple of 45-degree elbows and a T, and these are going into the T. Okay, now I'm going to try and see what is going on with the copper drain pipe. So I'm going to lift out a piece of subfloor and stick my phone down there to see what's going on. That orange pipe is a provisional piece of pipe for the fire system, and you can see that the drain pipe, 1.5 inch copper, runs across the ceiling and into another pipe over there farther somewhere. And then we always like to look at how people have wired the things in the past. That's the range outlet, just kind of stuck in there. So that gets eliminated. And the range moves over to that wall. Actually, not that wall, but the wall behind that. So things are moving along very nicely. Okay, so we are done for the day. This wall here is all torn out. We've got the remains of the plumbing and wiring. This old abandoned knob and tube. Now, if you look closely, you can see the chalk line up here at the bottom of the beam, bottom of the double header 2x4s. And as you follow it over this way, you start to see that it's about 3/4 of an inch above the bottom of the 2x4s in the center. So there's about a 3/4 inch dip across the back of the house, the existing house here. So we will be putting the pony wall in tomorrow, and we will be using the pony wall to jack this up level so that we can get the new big beam in up there, because that new beam is going to be level. So we're going to build a pony wall right across here, so it has all these 2x10 floor joists. There's 2 walls in a hallway underneath us here, and so that will help transfer the load down to the footing foundation. It's going to be on concrete floor, so that'll spread the weight out well. And so yeah, we need to put a pony wall right across here. We're just going to follow that yellow line where the old cabinets and soffit were. So we already know that the floor here is level because we leveled that before when we were doing the foundation work originally. We had to jack that up about almost an inch in the middle, and so we got a straight line on that. And so I'm kind of surprised that this still has a 3/4 inch dip in it. So yeah, it's just old construction, I guess. So yeah, anyway, So that's where we're at. We're going to build the pony wall. Then we'll be able to take out this wall, make a pocket for the beam over at that end, and a pocket for the beam at this end. Then we will get a lift and lift the beam up into its position. All these joists you see up here, there's the end of the joist there. We will cut those back 4.5 inches, or actually 3.5 inches, pardon me, and then the beam will slip up between the old house and the new house into the pocket over here and over here, and then we will we also will be taking down 12 inches of the ceiling there, and then we'll be able to put hangers up on the joists and hanger nail those to the new beam. Okay, so lots going to be happening over the next couple of days. I don't think we'll actually get to the beam tomorrow, but the next day, and possibly the day after that. It all depends on what happens between now and then. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy following this project, and we'll see you on the next video. And you are welcome to subscribe to follow along with this project.